So what if I load it and shoot it and kill? It's nothing I feel. She sucking my dick, I'm gripping that wheel. Oh, 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 oh. What I say, she gon' do what I say. Oh.
Hey, if you've tuned into this, you're rolling with Rav and Cav. Happy 420.
Happy 420.
We're coming on to 420, and also what are they calling it? The biggest internet event in history?
Oh,
is that what they're trying to call it?
Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. What have I missed?
Nah, nothing. You just you just learned to roll a cross joint just now.
Oh yeah. We learned to roll a cross joint just now, and I rolled it.
And we're about to light it up, and hopefully it works.
To the viewers, it probably looks like
it's a
shit.
tradition of mine to roll a cross joint or smoke a cross joint
Smoke a cross joint.
every time it's 420. So
I like it. You just completely derailed my introduction. I'm fucking around. You want to spark it?
yeah, we gotta start off the episode by sparking. All right.
Go on, because that way, if I need to poke a hole in the other side, you look like the idiot.
How do I do it though?
No. So
Middle, right, left.
yeah, middle, right, left.
I was gonna fucking.
Nah, hold on. Let me prep it for you. Come here.
Let's not fuck this up.
Oi, so real quick though, I'll say this, that fight felt like, because I bought the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I bought the
First
pay-per-view.
of all, shout out Robert Whitaker fucking up Kelvin Gastelum.
Oh yeah,
for 5
Rob did
rounds.
it. Rob, I you know what? I missed out on a better fight. I know that. But as far as just watching what that was, as for entertainment, I was like, this is so incredible in the sense of how fucking weird it is. You know what I mean?
I was worried that it was gonna go on at the same time, and it kind of did. But
yeah, but you being you up in here in your fucking bat cave lair thing, skyrise thing, you got all the monitors here.
Yeah. Yeah, it went at the same time, but thankfully the Jake Paul fight didn't last that long, so I managed to watch both.
Bro, it felt like, watching it was like a weird millennial Gen Z ritual with all the music and the performances and the shows. It was like a weird Gen Z millennial ritual to watching Jake Paul knock Ben the fuck out.
Bro, I was telling you, I didn't want to admit it, but when Ben Askren walked out, I was as nervous as a main event in the UFC, bro.
See, when he walked out, I wasn't, because I put money on Jake. So, and I should have. My gut was telling me, it was like, do I need to light a hole? Give me some. Oh, no, she's getting drawn. You're drawing it.
I think we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Looks like we're live.
We are live. Happy 420, everyone.
Pass me that shit.
Shout out Jesus.
Is that
Is that meant to be a cross?
Baby?
Or is it just like...
I think, it's meant to be a cross.
like a Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah. Well, definitely telling Mum not to watch this episode.
Shout out, Mom. Yeah, man. I don't know. I was kind of on the boat where I thought Ben Askren was kind of fighting for MMA, but if you really think about it, he's not really fighting for MMA,
I need something sharp.
You need something sharp?
Yeah.
It's kind of working, not really. It's kind of fucking it up, but whatever. Happy 420, everybody.
Happy 420, everybody. We're off to a sick start. Yeah,
shout out Robert Whitaker, but yeah, let's get to this Jake Paul and Ben Askren thing that happened 2 days ago.
I'm so annoyed at this right now.
What do you expect, bro? It's the first time trying it out, so
yeah.
It looks good though. It's crazy because I totally did not remember that today was 420.
I was never going to remember. Until you messaged me like, by the way, the episode we're recording is on 420.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, and I was like, big bats. Big bats.
Yeah. Because I'm usually at Flagstaff. I usually just go there and fucking
So I've never done that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing much. You just go there and chill with a whole bunch of stuff.
Smoke weed.
Yeah.
And people can't do anything.
And there are cops there. They just walk around and sometimes they're assholes about it, but usually they just ignore you.
Got you.
I don't know.
Got you. The fucking I don't know with the weather today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what's the point in people going to Flagstaff?
I mean, I guess it's just a symbol kind of thing, right? Just like
Yeah, I feel like if it was a nice day and there was heaps of people out and I had a few friends going, I'd go.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. I don't show up myself and go talk to random stoners.
There would be 100% be some out there today though in the wet.
Yeah.
Sees random stoners.
There's this dude with a goat that shows up every year, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
With a goat?
A straight up goat. I don't know.
What does he do
comes
with said
from.
goat?
I have no idea. I mean, he's just chilling with the goat, and it's massive too.
Can you pass me a tissue, please, bro? This is
This
all
whole
staying
year
in.
revolve around showing up at Flagstaff with a goat on 420. Is that the main event for him?
Sounds like it. Or is there other? Is there other events that he Is there other events that he goes to in attendance with his goat, and we just don't know about him because we're not part of those subcultures?
Oh, that is true. He probably rocks up to some weird ass like.
What if he's
outdoor
got other
raves
and like
shit.
an albino python. You know, and it's just what he does for fucking Easter.
Who? Oh, it's me.
Goat guy.
Hypothetically. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, the Ben Askren Jake Paul fight.
As I said, it looked like a weird millennial Gen Z ritual to watch Ben get knocked the fuck out. And I put money on it. And my gut was saying, well, he just put it on a first round TK or some shit like that. And I was like, nah, look, I'll just bet safe and say that Jake wins overall. But I just bet on the side of the future, baby.
Yeah, cause you got me to bet for you. I was like, you sure you don't want it
Rav's
to be
my
KO?
bookie. No, yeah, Rav
I
tried to
take a cut.
Rav tried to fuck me out of my fucking winnings.
What do you
Take a KO? You want to take a KO?
I asked you that.
Yeah, you did.
Just outright win?
Yeah.
Because
No,
I feel
just
like
outright win.
he wouldn't have won an 8. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, man, I was surprisingly like on edge for that fight. I totally did not want Ben to get knocked out the way he did.
No, he went kind of like stiff arm before he hit the mat, a bit limp. But I just, from watching and everything, and I was just like, I feel like Jake's gonna TKO him or like win overall. I was just like, I don't think Ben's gonna come out and I don't think he was taking it seriously in training camp and a few other things, and obviously the shape he was in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, Jake's was treating it like it was like
I mean,
everything.
if he's
you know?
been training seriously for 3 years, I mean, that's gonna give you something.
Yeah, 100%.
You know
And
what
if
I
you're
mean?
Fit, yeah.
It's like
The dude can't win though, bro, because the
Who,
number
Jake?
one trending word after that fight
Uh-huh.
was
rigged. Yeah. But the people who call it rigged, it's just like super casuals that don't know anything about anything. I mean,
No, I
okay,
think it's
so
just
in
the
what
overall.
way-
No, because I had a couple of people from training, bro, ask me. You know, I guess you could call them casuals, but they're ranked.
yeah.
So if they watch this, they'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
God, do you think it was rigged? Do you think?
I mean,
no,
so
I don't.
it can be rigged in many ways, but are you saying that Ben came in there knowing that he's just gonna get knocked out like that? So he's gonna take the fall? Is that
no,
what people say?
that's
rigged?
what people are saying is rigged. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way you could look at Jake's ego and everything and be like, he organized for Ben to take a dive. There's no fucking. I can't even believe you went. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
What happened was, especially when he got clipped and he stood back up, he wasn't there, right? And you could argue that it was an early stoppage. You
Mhm.
could. But we all saw what was going on, and that was going to happen again. And he hit him in the same spot that he hit Nate Robinson.
It could have gone one or two ways if it continued the fight. It could have been an even worse knockout, like a super viral bad knockout. Or he could have weathered the storm, like whatever. It's a 50-50, I think.
I don't know if he was going to weather that storm, bro. That was a big body, and Jake was looking like he was ready to butter it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what's kind of funny / bad or whatever about all that is just as they come out to touch gloves, you hear in the background, I know it's got to be Ben's kids. They're like, she's like, you can do it, Dad.
No way.
Yeah, bro. You can
His kids
hear
were
him.
there?
Yeah, his kids were there.
Damn.
You can do it, Dad. Well, some kids said you can do it, Dad.
Okay,
So I'm going to
gotcha.
assume it was his kids.
Yeah.
And then he,
that's
a
tragic.
minute and a half later or whatever, he just eats the canvas.
But walking out of the cage, he was just laughing with his wife. I mean, Ben is
Oh yeah,
probably the
she was
best
laughing
loser.
all the way to the bank.
yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I was surprised though. You reckon Ben's one of the best losers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way he takes a loss and like, I mean, he's back to back off of super embarrassing knockouts, and he doesn't shy away from the media, and like, I think it's just there's a lesson to be learned there. It's a T joint, bro. It's fucked. You want to cut it off?
No.
It's blasphemy. That's why.
Sword handle.
Yeah.
It's a hilt. What did you just say?
I don't know something about Ben and his wife.
Oh,
Them
yeah,
being
his
good
wife's
loser.
probably like, imagine if in her head as well, she's like, this is like the ultimate man, because in the sense of he went out there He's done all his fighting for these years and put food on their table, worked the contracts, managed to get pulled over to different organizations, nearly unified the 3 belts. And then he went and ate the bullet of putting up with Jake and this other shit, went in and got a $500,000 plus whatever he's going to get paid on the back end of this because everyone's learning about who Ben is. She's probably like, and he's going to eat up all that internet hate.
Dude, they were just thinking, like, how did his life come to that where he has Justin Bieber in his show and he's the headliner of that event? That was like some new age entertainment circus that just happened.
100% it was a circus and the commentating. Look, I was entertained though, bro. Oh, bro, Jake messaged Snoop or some shit and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna knock him out before you finish rolling that blunt." It's just the whole show, and then Snoop cheering and saying he had money on
Jake.
He had money on Jake. He had like a $2 million bag coming in or whatever. And then he's commentating. Then he's cheering.
And he's the owner of Triller too.
Yeah. And then and he's the owner of Triller.
Part owner, yeah.
Part owner. And when Ben gets flattened, he's cheering. So it's fucking hilarious.
Imagine
bro.
Dana doing that in the UFC, bro.
Oh, bro.
Conor wins and he just
Dana just does his little ones like, or he comes out and he's in a real shit mood for the post-fight press because his boy didn't get up. Oh, you killed the cherry. It was cooked anyways, bro. She's good. Home. But look, I was entertained.
And you know
That's
what?
the whole point with it. And it shows the lay of the internet landscape and like just entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? Props to Ben. Like, he's a successful YouTuber, right?
Who,
and
Jake or Ben? Jake, yeah.
And he found a new love in boxing, trained his ass off for 3 years. And it's like any other boxer that goes pro. Their first 3 fights are going to be against cans. But it's just he's doing it at a level where everyone wants to watch him.
But you know what they're also making public as well is that great boxers pad their records a little bit and they pick their route. But I mean, like all the top ones, you still have to fight the best. At a certain point, you got to fight the best with that. But a lot of them, you pick fights and you pick the timings and stuff like that. And he's not going to call someone out who's just going to flatline him like that. He's going to call people out. Look, people probably thought, and I thought for a while, that Ben was going to present at least a better challenge than Nate Robinson. You know what I mean? Having with his, background and stuff like that. But, dude, I totally just betrayed everyone and my own, like, more logical, clear, more mature mind thinking about, like, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I just got bitten by the weird bug, bro.
The entertainment bug.
The entertainment bug.
Because if you watch back the first episode, bro, you should listen to yourself. You were disgusted by the sheer announcement of the fight, bro. And now you've gone full on Jake Paul and impulsive, bro.
Dude, fucking riding that dick hard. I don't even fucking. I'm not shy.
God.
I'm not shy to say it. No, and I wanted him to win too, because it paves the way for if the McGregor fight happens, right? And everyone now hear me out, bro, hear me out.
Kind of don't want to, but
no,
sure.
yeah,
Go
hear
on.
me out. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to be getting very blazed on this episode and talking shit.
Happy 420.
Happy 420. Okay, so
tell me about Conor.
The way internet and entertainment is looking, like everything is about like that bag or the numbers. When you look at like and you bring in like OnlyFans and stuff like that, it's all about the quick bag, and how you can make it, and it's just how fucking big the internet is, man. If Jake generates enough numbers and he gets enough hype behind him and shit like that, and he comes to Conor with a good contract, that fight's viable if there's enough money on the table. So Mayweather walked away from Pacquiao. He said this is before everything's taken away and before he makes money on the back end as well. He made $260 million off of that fight on that card, pay-per-views included. If you can generate something like that or something near that, who the fuck is going to say no? As people like that with that kind of ego and are money driven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at this point, the thing is Conor has his businesses and his brands. It's not necessarily for him now. It's not necessarily about bringing in money. It's actually about growing. So money's just literally like a fucking brick to him now. You know what I mean?
As sad as it is, if Conor fights Jake Paul tomorrow, that might be the biggest pay-per-view of all time.
Exactly.
But no, he needs to get deserved. Like DC said, like he was calling out DC and shit. DC was like, you don't have the right to call me out to fight him. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a
Yeah, he
you know
doesn't
what I
have
mean?
the right until he's got the fucking bag for it. He just didn't have the bag for
I know, but
DC.
you gotta think about it in two different ways, though.
I did. I
Yeah.
always have for a decade. For a long time, Rav, okay? I've left it behind.
Yeah. But man, if you were Jake Paul, like if someone offered me, right? I've been doing jiu-jitsu for like almost 3 years now. Let's say 3 years, same like Jake Paul. And for my first 3 pro fights, I can call out a boxer and make millions of dollars. I'm gonna fucking do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like I'll call out Mayweather if I can get Mayweather in a MMA match or a jiu-jitsu match. I'm gonna do that.
I'll go get knocked the fuck out for that, bro.
Yeah, but you know what you understand what I'm saying?
And yeah, man, and it's also like, can you put on a show? Because that's what they're also looking for. They need someone who can put on a show.
Yeah.
If you can't put on a show, Woodley's chirping at him. Woodley can't put on a show.
Yeah.
Woodley won't be able to generate those numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's a risk reward thing. He wants to get the biggest paydays for the easiest.
Well, Woodley doesn't. He's probably
matchups.
gotten the embarrassing part of his fighting thing out of his head in the sense of his last few fights. So he's probably like, I'll fucking do this YouTube thing and get a shit ton of money for it.
Yeah, but Logan Paul won't ask.
No.
Time
Jake Paul won't.
I mean, yeah, Jake
Yeah,
Paul.
Logan might, because if the Mayweather fight falls through.
Yeah, there's no hype around that anymore, huh?
Nah, I think because people started getting, like, I started getting nervous as well about when Floyd got Almainen. Is it Herb Almainen? Why am I mental blanking on the name?
Who, a promoter?
Yeah.
Al Heyman?
Al Heyman, sorry, yeah. I was like, I didn't understand that in the sense of, because yes, he's one of the greatest boxing promoters of all time, but this fight isn't promoted in the original classic way.
Yeah.
It's
not.
the
internet
way, and it's the millennial way, and it's through social media and generating hype around and using people with clout and all this other stuff to generate it. Like, there's a whole new fucking language to doing it now. I was like, that's a bit weird. And then things started seeming like they were going to slow down, and then I started getting nervous, and I think everyone else did, that Floyd was just going to do that thing and it was just going to fizzle out. Because I think even like Logan mentioned on one of his recent ones that he's not sure it was going to happen.
Got you.
You know?
Got you. Yeah, you just...
When it was a few episodes before that, he was like, it's been postponed because he's got Al Heyman involved.
Yeah, love it or hate it, there's this new like industry of boxing and combat sports, and it's just there now.
And when is it going to bleed into the rest of them?
Yeah.
You know, here's something I got. So, say if Dylan gets involved, because Dylan started chirping now. He's like, sign the contract or some shit like that. Hypothetically, if he does get involved, I don't know if Connor's distanced himself from Dylan or not.
No, I don't think so.
But oh no, not Connor, sorry. So if Dylan gets involved, I dare say Gordon's going to start talking shit. I don't know who he's going to be talking shit to, probably just Dylan and everything else involved. And you know, if Jake really wanted burners, if he did that, he could contact Gordon for all of Gordon's fucking message screenshots. He could pull the same thing and similar thing with Masvidal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that could be, this is a stone theory, but that could be a route as well. My headphones are sounding.
Do you think if Dylan and Jake were to fight, you good?
Yeah.
If Jake and Dylan were to fight, what do you think? Boxing.
You know what, bro? You know what? Fuck it. It's going to be a harder fight, but I'm going to say that Jake wins.
We haven't really seen Dylan stand up.
No, not too much. He'd have stand up. He's got. I dare say I'm going to say he's got more of better hands than Ben Askren, but more of an ability to let his hands go than Ben. Ben
and he's more athletic and all that shit.
Ben can't let his hands go. That's his thing. Like, he can. You can teach him all the combinations, just the way he is in his body and his mindset, or from wrestling and everything. He can't let his hands go.
Bro, picking up boxing for a few months as a 40-something-year-old dude, how good can you get?
Ben's not 40 yet.
Is he not 40 yet? Almost 40, right?
Late 30s, yeah.
Yeah.
Mid-30s. He originally retired when he was like 29, 31.
Yeah, and don't forget, that man was retired, and he just got through a hip replacement surgery not too long ago, so... Well...
But, back to the thing, is the reason why I wanted him to win, because if he lost, he wasn't going to be able to get another fight.
Yep.
You know, it was all done. The reason why I wanted him to win and move on is I truly believe it does bring more eyes, and will bring more eyes to martial arts in general.
Yeah.
And it'll bring more people through the gym doors.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Fair.
Which will
That's
just,
fair to say.
I think will create a bigger community, or at the very least, more people online are gonna understand what it is. That's all. You just need more people online to understand what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I don't know how accurate the numbers are, but if they really did sell like even 1 million pay-per-views, that's really good.
That's really huge, especially and I mean they had. What are they trying to say? Is that was the most pirated
Yeah.
thing?
How do you
Yeah.
even get that metric, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, is Ben wasn't given a percentage of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, we just heard that, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's true though. They can just find someone else. He's replaceable.
I honestly thought that he was going to get a percentage after his $500,000. Because once
I
they
thought so
tax
too.
that, they literally, especially if he moves up a tax bracket,
Mm.
they take half of that.
Unless he has like an own LLC set up or something. Yeah. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Yeah.
That
you
he'd
don't
have
know-
something smart
yeah,
set up.
yeah.
He's been in this
Yeah.
world for too long.
And he didn't even need that money.
Nah, but
It's nice.
no, but what? But, all right. But how do you define what he? How can you define like what he need? What how he needs it? Because he might want to do when he saw that or the opportunity to do that. He might. I don't know why I'm taking this route right now.
Go ahead.
But he might have all this other shit he wants to do.
No, but that might be right too. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You saying as far as just a basic life?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, sprinkle some of it this way. I mean, I'm sure there's people more deserving than me, but fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pay rent.
So who do you? I mean, Jake Paul has the ball's in his court now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna let the world talk for a bit. You know what I mean? And then he's gonna come out and do
And you know what?
something.
It's so smart to pick Ben Askren too because he's tapped into that MMA community too now.
I was so shocked in the beginning that Ben did it,
Oh really?
but he was like not the first choice.
You don't think so? He was
No,
up
because
there,
they
though.
were talking shit to other people before they started talking shit to Ben.
But
What?
risk reward, Ben is probably one of the
Oh
best
yeah,
ones.
100%.
Former champion.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And
He
he
can
brings in a
say-
whole wrestling community as well, and like
He can
one championship. He brings in people from 3 MMA platforms
Yeah.
plus his wrestling.
Yeah. It's the whole MMA community.
Yeah.
He can say for the rest of his life now he's knocked out an MMA champion
Yeah.
in the first round.
Yeah.
In 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I've literally had to go because people get so worked up about it, bro.
Mm.
And I've literally just had, and I was one of those people. And I was like, I have to just see it for what it is and
Yeah.
just look at it as entertainment and try and understand it through that way
Yeah.
and that language. And I'm not saying it's healthy, and
Mm.
this whole show and Triller and everything's
Yeah.
healthy, but fuck,
It works.
It works, and they're only going to get smoother with it. You know what I mean? It was like their first thing like that.
Yeah.
Or what? How many have they done?
3. Just
3?
for the first big YouTuber fight is probably KSI and Logan Paul, right? That started this whole thing.
3, and when the hype dies down and they can't get people like Bieber in all the time and stuff like
Mm.
that, they'll have to figure it out and smoothen it out. So it could be something. And people are on there getting paid. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but-
Like,
and if they're
all the
making-
fighters got paid really well.
If they're making that much money, they can just keep it rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just depends on the promoters, the owners being like Snoop and stuff like that, how much time they want to give it as
Mm.
far as like how hard they want to, they got a heap of shit.
Man, imagine you're in Jake Paul's position.
Oh.
The
I was
world's
sitting
going.
there, like I said to you the other day, I was laying down on the blow-up mattress while I'm in between places at the
Uh-huh.
moment, listening to Logan going about, he's got like $250,000 overheads a month.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
For his like studios and all that shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all this shit. And I'm laying on this block. I'm like, man, I've got to something's got to change.
I was watching not watching, but I think I was
need a
listening to a
dollar.
podcast or something. They're talking about the whole Jake Paul debacle.
Mm.
And I just thought to myself, imagine you build up your own name and you can fight Jake Paul one day. You win 80cc or some shit, and then you can call out Jake Paul one day.
Yeah. If jiu-jitsu was big enough, you can
Yeah.
start talking that shit.
Yeah.
100%.
Now let's move on from this.
Yeah,
Jake Paul.
yeah,
We've
yeah,
been
100%.
waffling on about fucking.
All right, I
the
got
Paul
a
brothers
quick
for too
question
long.
for you.
Yo, what's up?
This is just a weird one. How long do you think, like, with your fashion
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
what sort of swagger
Uh-huh.
would you have when you're older?
Oh.
Can we wear babe shorts forever?
Yeah.
You reckon you can?
Yeah. I think you can wear whatever the fuck you want as long as you wear it, like as long as you own it. I'm that kind of guy. But Would you? I don't know.
So why
So here-
wouldn't you?
so here's the thing.
Exactly. So why wouldn't
No,
you?
but here's the thing. What does fashion look like when we're in the 50s? Am I still gonna be dressed in this? You know,
No.
or am I gonna evolve with the time? So that's the question.
Yeah, but but when you reach a certain age, that's like, well, maybe because we're not part of that sub. Is there a subculture on older men's fashion that we don't know about, or are they just because they're from generations that just didn't have to give a fuck about how they dress because they had to get shit done as long as they were neat?
No, I think there are subcultures. There are some middle-aged men that are into streetwear. You don't think so?
There's some what?
Middle-aged men.
No,
that's
I'm not
into
talking
streetwear.
about middle-aged men.
Okay.
I'm talking about like, dude,
Okay, you're talking about what?
what is your perception on age, bro? I'm talking like you went from 50s. Wait, what do you call middle-aged?
Yeah, 50.
Oh, okay. Bro, I was always calling 35 middle-age.
Why?
Midlife
Don't you
crisis.
live up to
I
100?
feel like 35 is like midlife crisis for a lot of guys.
But hypothetically, you'd live until 100.
Yeah, I guess
hypothetically.
the bank's moved.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be right though. But I've always thought it was 50. But okay, so you're thinking about 35-year-olds. That's not that far.
No,
right?
but I
Just
wasn't
saying,
thinking of mid. I wasn't thinking
Okay,
middle
so
age.
when you said how old is how
so
old
I'm
you mean?
thinking of 50 to 60
In babe shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You'd have to be a rad 50-year-old, I feel, bro, just by public stigma. You know, but we're the first generation to really would be doing that if we were to do that.
Yeah, maybe. But nowadays you'd see
As far as I'm not talking about rappers and fame and all that shit. I'm talking just overall as culture.
Yeah.
Across the board.
But do you think there are middle-aged men into babe wearing babe right now at this second? You don't think so?
If they've got the money for babe,
Yeah.
bro, they're probably wearing some better shit.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
More refined.
I see what you're saying. Nah, but some like
I just use that as an example, but at the same time, truth to it.
some
Like-
Asian uncles definitely like try to get on the like babe training.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Do they rock it?
Uh,
Because they weren't natural. They weren't doing
or
it
like
from
the
a
kids
younger
like
age.
it and they're like, oh, I'll get one for myself too. You know,
Oh, no.
they definitely think like that.
Nah, I won't. I can't think like that.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know, but it is acceptable. Yeah, so 100% acceptable. Well, wear whatever you want. Do you
Fuck yeah.
disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree with
Oh,
that.
you-
No. I'm all for like
Oh, you're
different
all for
shit.
it.
I
Got
mean,
you.
I hope that if you're a 60-year-old kicking around with a pink mohawk one day,
And you don't have to have a pink
you
mohawk to
know,
wear babe.
whatever, and it's just people don't even bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
'cause, you know,
Yeah.
everything's whatever at that point.
That
But
was super random, but yeah.
yeah, I know.
Any
But-
age, babe, any age.
Speaking of all that shit, I
Uh-huh.
was looking at it. I was watching what's his name's the Hooper YouTube
The
kid.
Hoover? The white kid?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Chase,
don't know.
not Chase. Chase.
Uh-huh.
I think I just thought of like a couple
Yeah,
of
well,
like
I
a
get-
weird
yeah.
white guy name.
It's the guy that goes to like different basketball courts to school him?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I had his thing. It might come to me. He got this Supreme. He didn't get it. He had it, and he just put it on as he was just going out the door. He was vlogging,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, I've been a sponge these last months. I'm content.
yeah.
It was a Supreme, and it had like Supreme written all over it, and it
Mm.
was black, and you could see the material was like probably you could see it was quite good.
Okay.
Type thing, like if you really looked at it. But
Yeah.
mate, I was sitting there stoned as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I looked at the comment section, and people were talking about the Supreme hoodie,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked at it, and I was like, and I looked at the white, how it was done, and I was like, if you take the clout away from Supreme and what it is, it's funny because you're wearing Supreme
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. And what it is, I was
Uh-huh.
like, that jumper looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, I know, but that's
But I
With
was like, they've
everything, though.
generated so much but I'm sitting there going, that jumper's dope. When I saw that, my initial thing was, that's a fucking dope one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then I was like, took a hit, and I was like, looking at it, I'm like, if you took that away and that initial mindset on it, it's just fucking.
Yeah, but
I've
that's
got
why
my RVCA one looks better.
that's
in
why
that
brands
sense.
are worth millions of dollars, bro.
Yeah, but it's like
Even all
how
the
they-
car brands, all the luxury brands like Versace or Versace.
You got
or
one eye
whatever it
closing
is.
on me right now.
Yeah.
But
Bro, I'm so high.
Keep going.
Yeah. Any of those brands, do they really look that good? Like Dior and like LV and
Or have they created?
Gucci.
Oh, here's this.
Mm-hmm.
Have they created what our perception of what looks good is?
Yeah, they 100%.
Yeah.
It's all
100%. They've created what our perception of what.
Yeah.
I mean, even your fucking. So we've got shorts from Engage, right?
Yeah.
And one set of them looks like more of a Supreme style.
Yeah. That
and
they're
then-
just straight up
and
copy
the other,
that shit.
yeah, and the other set is like a Versace
Yeah.
thing.
100%.
You know what I mean? Looks fly as fuck.
Yeah.
We got them.
But that's already ingrained in our brain that looks fly as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And it's even the kimonos, the kimono rash guards.
Future kimonos.
Future kimonos. They're I got their 8ECC one.
Yeah.
But even that style one from Gordon Ryan and stuff like that with they're more, it was kind of like more that Dior style with like the diamonds coming down and shit like that. It's all getting influence from it.
Dude,
You know?
fashion is a very interesting industry. Just every year, twice a year, they'll tell you what's hot and people.
Have I been
eat that
late to
shit
the
up.
party in the last couple of years, or has it just gone through like a huge boom due to rap culture as well?
Yeah. And I think we're more aware of it too with
Yeah.
the internet and all that shit.
I feel like there's also getting that, there's that stigma as well, or not. It's not necessarily a stigma now. It's like you kind of out here. I feel you, especially if you want to talk to girls and stuff like that. You got to kind of like dress better and know how to dress, or at least figure it out.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
what I mean?
in a city like Melbourne especially, but fashion is everywhere, man. It's in sports.
Yeah,
It's in everywhere.
true. Yeah, it's on the mats at fucking training.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like the players walk in and all kitted out with all those brands.
Yeah.
So it's everything just multiplies everyone else's money.
Yeah.
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 Interesting, huh?
Yeah, 100%. So you reckon babe shorts forever, whatever.
Yeah, forever.
Got you.
I just feel like you can wear anything as long as you believe you can wear it. Some people just wear shit because of the brand or some shit, but they don't. I don't know.
Got you.
I'm just
Yeah.
ranting at this point.
Here's something for you, bro.
Mm.
This is a note that I wrote down when I was on the tram. Will TikTok kids generation, so what, Gen Z,
Yeah, I think.
go through a hard time when the looks aren't everything and they need to rebrand, create new content on other platforms? TikTok, I was inspired for this idea, so this isn't completely my own. TikTok makes it easy to copy and advance but not innovate. That part there, got me. So people were talking about it, and so what people are doing on TikTok is they're just copying shit in a kind of different way or in a different style, or adding a different filter or whatever.
Yeah,
because they got the fans
following
and
the
everything.
trends, right?
Yeah, exactly. And once you've got kids watching it, they're just going to be like, and then you'll drop off because they're onto the next thing, short attention span, all that sort of shit. But you're copying. You're not actually innovating your own stuff, right? So you're not flexing that muscle at all. But the thing is, so you've got a shit ton of kids in America right now, right? Because of COVID and everything, they've been out of school and stuff like that. They've just been smashing TikTok and learning how to like airdrop shit and sell shit through Amazon.
Yeah.
There's heaps of kids.
Not drop shit, but not
Drop
airdrop.
shit?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Nah, bro, airdrop.
Airdrop is when
Airdrop.
you send shit over.
Airdrop, bro.
Yeah.
All right, and so they're making a killing through all that sort of stuff, which is cool. But a bunch of them doing the TikTok route and I think it's you get paid per 10,000, especially if you live stream.
Okay, yeah.
You get paid per 10,000. So, but it's like if you can't innovate and you can't create, that's going to crash. And if that whole generation group is on it, I feel once they get into their 20s, bro, and they can't re-innovate and they just drop off and disappear, I feel you could have a shit ton of people in their early 20s having like a massive like existential crisis. Does that sound fucking weird?
You definitely.
I cooked
you
the
went,
explanation of
No,
that.
you went into a rabbit hole. That's for sure.
Yeah, I got you.
But I don't know. Would it affect you that much? Because not everyone creates content on TikTok.
Well, no, not everyone, but it's like all the kids. So many people are on it.
But okay, even if you're just recreating a TikTok, you're flexing some sort of muscle. When I grew up, I didn't have to create any content. Creating content wasn't a thing when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But now it's a thing. So I guess they're just gonna grow up super different than how we did as well.
Yeah.
We never had to think about content growing up. That's the thing.
Well,
That's relatively new.
yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, it was there, but it was like, because it was the first time for everything, it was like, if you decided to get on the YouTube train and shit like that or not, because there was no one to follow because
But not on this level of TikTok though.
No, because we didn't even get YouTube until I was 2007, 2008.
Super late, yeah.
Yeah. So, fuck, man. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that one.
You're looking at it in a negative light, but could it be a positive too that they have to think about creating content?
Yeah, no, okay.
Because they flex their creative mind in that way, which I didn't even have to think about.
This is true. But you also weren't getting likes and adoration based purely on your looks.
Okay.
That's my counter to that one.
Yeah.
Like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of them, it'll prove like a positive thing and stuff like that. But I think more than that number are going to go through a hard time of going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll have to see.
It's going to be interesting.
We'll have
man.
to see.
But
You'll know.
we're using it for our shit because it's just like, it's
Yeah.
just another social media platform.
Oh, dude, something interesting happened in the football world, soccer world.
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
So are you familiar with how the whole system of soccer, European soccer?
Fuck, no.
No? Okay, so each country will have its own domestic league, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? Each country will have their own domestic league, and usually the top 4 or top however, if they end up top 4 in that season, they qualify for the Champions League the next season.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that
And
makes
the
sense.
Champions League is between all those countries. So the
Yeah.
top teams from those countries compete in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Okay?
So it
So-
kind of works on a 2-year rotation.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that, you could say. But the big teams, like I think there's 15 or 20 big teams, they're trying to make this new Super League. Whereas they don't even have to qualify. These big teams will always be in it, and there'll be 5 qualification spots. So basically, just rigging the sport and taking the whole competitive aspect out of it.
Well, I mean, soccer's always football, as you want it. Football has always been dirty.
Yeah, and
It's
they're
always
trying-
been dirty.
and it's like an Americanization of the sports. You
You
know,
can't say you wouldn't trust as far as you kick a soccer ball.
for sure, for sure. So yeah, that's a whole debacle right now where people are scared that
What five teams or countries are they trying to keep out to that have to qualify?
No, so basically, this
I
is
mean-
just basically rigging it for the rich ass teams. These are
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top
yeah,
teams with the
I
big
figured
fan
it'd be the
bases, yeah.
wealthy teams.
Yeah. So these guys are getting together to form this.
Got
So
you.
it's pretty much the team saying fuck all y'all and fuck all
So
y'all.
are they
rules.
So is that them creating a separate federation?
Yes. So essentially it is.
They might be able to do it.
So it's a whole debacle now. It's because FIFA is not having it. They're going to be out of like the players can't compete in the World Cup and all the fans are.
and that means also, guess what? I feel that means that they can also control. Can they then control the rule sets on? Because I know are they always getting in trouble for their money, embezzling and fucking paying the athletes more, or they're lying about the figures? Aren't they always in trouble for that shit?
Yeah, financial fair play. And
Financial fair play and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Does that mean that they can get away from that again?
100%. It's to be their own shit. That's the thing. It's
That's
super
so
crazy
crooked,
right
bro.
now. Yeah, it's so it's super crazy right now. It's just basically greed taking over the sport, which is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's bleeding into all of them. It's bleeding into all of them.
Yeah, it's massive though to change the landscape of a sport like that. It's like changing the whole system, bro,
How do you feel
of
about it?
competitiveness.
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
No football fans happy, or if you're a fan of competition or sports, you can't be happy
So why?
because like these.
Now, are you saying this because in the terms of looking at it from a fair standpoint, from a competitor's
Yes.
opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Because you
Yeah.
would want like
You want as many options for
this
people
underdog
to
that
compete.
no one thought would
Yeah.
win to be able to win and qualify
And you
for
don't
the
know what
Champions League.
golden moments that they might even create on their rise up there before they fall or succeed. Like you don't. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? And yeah, 100%.
You
Yeah.
miss out on all
And-
those like underdog stories
And
and
people
all that
being able to
shit.
create opportunities for themselves on the field.
And what does that like tell you about how the world works too? You know,
100%.
it's
They don't care
it's-
about the game itself at that point.
They
you
don't.
know? Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
It's just greed, pretty much.
Yeah.
They just want more money, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Well, I hope that they don't succeed, right?
Yeah, but
What do you think is going to happen?
I have no idea. That's why it's interesting.
What's your mindset going to be towards football when, or if, they do it?
We'll have to see how the players and the manager and all that shit react, though.
If the players are getting paid, bro,
Their employees, they have to do it. They like legally.
Yeah.
They would have had their lawyers look into this super deep, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
This is such a big thing, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Oh, because they'd have to technically break contract if they move to a completely separate league, or they'd have to find a loophole where it sort of stays there.
Exactly.
But the league gets created, but the
The
contract
lawyers
stays
must
there.
have been paid extra for this shit. Because I'm sure they've got to get sued left and right.
Yeah.
They've got to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but we'll see. Today was the first day it was announced, or yesterday or something. And it just broke. The news just broke.
So it doesn't sound like something that's easy. Like, that sounds like something that would have been easy to leak. So it probably just been put in motion like that. Then.
Yeah.
It probably hasn't been
There was
going on for a while.
speculation,
Yeah.
but-
How long was there speculation?
Like years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like you had a long time to figure this one out.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Sad times. Crazy times. We'll
Wait,
see if the power of the people can actually change it.
Is there guys on YouTube and shit like that who in the soccer community, right? They're like the nut jobs of the soccer community because they're constantly been ranting and raving about they're gonna come in and they're gonna develop a different federation and the competition's gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys would have been sitting there like
Crazy.
that guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's happened.
Yeah.
It's actually happened, which is crazy.
Rav,
Yo.
I know you're super blaze right now,
Uh-huh.
and I pulled you back on the mic, and your back's hurting you.
Yeah.
Did you have any horror stories as a kid when you grew up?
What do you mean by horror stories?
Like, was there anything that people would tell you that to try and make you scared of something, or what was it like? Did the Indonesian culture have do you have your boogeyman?
I guess we do.
Yeah,
But
what is
My
it?
parents never really fucked around with that shit.
So,
But there's a whole big culture of it's called jinn. It's spirits and shit.
yeah.
There's a whole big culture on that. And
Sick.
some people swear by it.
Oh,
I don't know if I
yeah.
believe in it though.
Yeah, you don't
Like black magic.
you don't believe.
No, for real.
yeah.
Like you can send someone a bad spirit and to fuck with their fortunes.
I kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't you look at me like that.
No, but some people swear. Like if you go to some parts of Bali, my friends have these haunted stories that they swear they've experienced.
Yeah, that to me, that I'll never go to that part of Bali.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like that. If they told me that, I'm like, but good to know. I'll never go there.
And growing up, I had a friend who claims that she can see spirits and ghosts and shit. I never asked her about it, but
Cause did you feel like you'd sound like you were interrogating her?
I don't know how, you know what I mean? How she feels about me asking, but I don't know. So that brings up the question, do you believe in ghosts and shit like that?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So
I think that for the most part this is getting into exposure. Yeah. I think for the most part that our energy dissipates and goes elsewhere into whether I don't know where. I don't have an answer for that. I don't necessarily believe in a strict schooling for that.
Yeah.
Whether it's into the ether or you go up into the well of souls and you go and you get cleansed and you go through some lessons and you get reincarnated. I'm not too sure, but I think we have a lot of energy within us, and then that has to go somewhere, man. And I grew up in we grew up going to the Sunday school. I went to a Christian school for a year, and when I was 12, and Sunday school and then church when I was old enough. And I believed for a while, and then things got a bit different.
But I'm talking about ghosts specifically though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think for the most part, but I think that people with when there's bad energy and bad shit happens, or there's I see the way you're looking at me. I see people who have unfinished business hard.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or someone really stained somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I 100% think they linger.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I don't know. I get it, but why hasn't there been any physical concrete evidence that they exist? Or is it just something we don't understand yet? That's why.
Bro, you
And
need
we
to
don't have,
let me
the
go on some
technology.
rabbit holes down that for a while, and I'll be able to come back with something for you.
There used to be hella shows
Well, I've got
haunted
look,
shit.
I've got one for you. So when I was a kid, my grandparents' house was built on top of what used to be a lake,
Okay.
and I can only assume that people drown there. Okay.
Okay. 50-50 assumption.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Maybe, probably safe
but
assumption.
you are definitely more sensitive to shit like that when you're a kid. I believe.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So a lot of people believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
So I didn't realize. So my cousins weren't sleeping around at grandma and pops anymore. None of them were. All the other kids around me and family and all that sort of shit weren't doing that.
Yeah.
And so I stayed over, and then mum and dad, we stayed over. I think their house was getting fixed up or built or some shit over. I was young, man.
Mm-hmm.
and I go to sleep and I wake up in the night and dude, I fucking remember this so like it traumatized me, man. So it's just embedded emotionally into me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I woke up and I was out of my blankets
Uh-huh.
and there was this like that satiny kind of tent type material
Mm-hmm.
and it was closing in around me, bro. Like someone was fucking cry-backing me
Uh-huh.
inside this thing. And the oxygen was getting sucked out of my lungs at the same time.
Wait,
and
so
I
you're
couldn't
in bed
breathe.
here?
Yeah, I'm in bed here, but
Like,
I'm sitting up. I'm sitting up.
Sitting up.
And it's like cry-backing in on me. And I'm like, I can't, it's like taking the air out of my lungs at the same time. And then I start like, I'm making noise.
Yeah, cool.
Mum comes in, turns the light on,
Uh-huh.
and I can suddenly breathe and I fall off the bed, bro. And there's fucking nothing around me.
Oh, really?
Nothing around me, man.
What if it's like some type of like sleep paralysis or some shit?
No, because
I've
all the
experienced that shit.
but all the other kids experience, if that was sleep paralysis, experience the same fucking sort of thing in the same room at that house. That's why none of them were staying there.
Got you.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I've never had an
Yeah.
experience like that.
And like my sister has one where there's a guy. So she was sleeping at crashing at a friend's, and at the end of her bed, there was like on like a chair was like, and then like it was like a dude sitting there, and he had like a big hat on, like a not like a cowboy hat, but just like probably like a farming hat or some shit. She moved away. She
Wait,
looked
hold on.
back.
This is in the middle of her sleep or?
This is in the night. This is not
Okay.
in her sleep. She's awake at this point.
Okay.
Okay. And she moved back and it was closer, but it didn't do anything.
Mhm.
It just stayed there.
Yeah.
And she eventually fell asleep.
Got you.
She woke up the next day and asked her friend about it, and her friend said, "Oh, did you see the guy in the hat as well?" I got goosebumps, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that though, but I've just never experienced it. So
Oh.
I tend to lean towards no, I don't believe.
Yeah,
in them.
okay, got you. So, and you do what sort of afterlife do you believe
But
in?
I don't know about that, but it's super fascinating. Yeah. It's super fascinating
Killed that
because
one.
there used to be a lot of shows of like haunted, like not paranormal activity, but people
Yeah.
hunting for ghosts or
There was like a
evidence of ghosts.
huge wave of that. Hey?
Yeah,
There was
and
a huge
I
wave.
fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
I watch it all the
You
time.
ate it up. Yeah. So do you get quite scared in like scary thriller movies or like paranormal movies at all? Because some of them can get
Not
me, like the
really.
Nun series.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, man, that one gets me, man. Because I believe that
Got
shit
you.
is
Yes.
like,
So I'm not
you
like
know,
that.
the
So when I watch
stories that people have who have some of those experiences are fucking insane.
Yeah.
Man.
yeah, so I guess that's a good way to think about it because when I watch it, I'm not really that scared because deep in my heart I don't believe that
Got
they're
you.
real.
Okay, so I was big into so like if I was reading like a vampire thriller or like a fucking like a proper like rip and tear and type shit
Uh-huh.
as a kid or like some sort of horror book,
Mm-hmm.
it would have
Goosebumps?
because I'd be so no like yeah goosebumps,
Yeah.
but like I
Proper
was
horror.
getting not like it wasn't like fucked up horror though.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
got you.
mean? Yeah,
Continue
yeah.
before you lose your train of thought.
Yeah. Cheers, bro. I would have to finish on a good note or finish
Okay,
the
got you.
fucking book before I turn my light out, bro.
Got you.
Like a Stephen King book,
Yeah.
man. If I'm in the middle of like it coming down the fucking tunnel, there's no way I can sleep,
Oh,
man.
dude, you know what? I've
You know,
never
because I'm
read.
like there when I'm reading that shit, and because and I grew up on all that fantasy and reading all the picture books with the monsters and the ghouls and all that sort of
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? And you know, obviously that can skew my thoughts some ways,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. I think that makes that shit more scary for me.
Yeah,
for sure.
dude, I've never read a horror book like a Stephen King book,
Really?
like a full on.
You
cover
should
to
one
cover.
day give it a go and see if it get because it even gets adults a bit. They get the chills a bit. Like
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery is fucked up, bro.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's
It's a good
super-
book too.
Because it's like a
Um,
movie in your mind.
Misery's just like I feel Misery's better in the movie. People are gonna
Mm.
disagree, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, you don't really get much out of it then.
No. I mean, no, it's still entertaining to me. I get the entertainment factor.
So what
of
did
it,
you
but
do with like? Were you into fantasy when you were growing up?
fancy like what? Like Lord of the Rings and shit? Is that not fantasy? Because I love Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you love
I
Lord of the Rings?
fantasy, Yeah.
What, Harry
I love
Potter?
Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter. It's like growing up, I enjoyed it, but I fell asleep in a couple of the movies.
Fired.
So I don't really have. I gotta rewatch it. That's the thing.
Did you
I
fall
gotta
asleep
rewatch it
in the
as an adult.
cinema?
Yeah, as a kid. Maybe I was just too tired that day or something. I don't know.
Oh, so
Okay.
you were into like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but like you weren't much of a book reader.
I was.
Yeah. So what? But what fucking books were you reading?
Roald Dahl books.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my man.
I pretty much read probably all of his books.
Yeah. Awesome.
my-
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
My mom used to make me read books before I could like play video games or some shit. She'd make me write book reports for her, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
But I would be excited to go to the bookstore and pick out a book.
Oh,
and
same. Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But like as an adult, I stopped reading, like fiction especially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I've picked it up and put it down as an adult, and it's like for some reason I've got some books at home, and I'm like I just want to read them because they're on my mind.
Yeah.
And then I go to dorm, and I'm like I've got other shit that I can do. It's even bleeding into like if I go to pick up a game, I go to pick it up, and I'm like, there's like something I can listen to or like write down now.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
like
That's why I
think
quit
about,
gaming as well.
You know, and it's like, but it's annoying, man, because I'm doing these other tasks or I'm listening or I'm doing this other shit or learning about something.
Yeah.
And fucking the back of my mind is like, I want to be able to do that later. I'll do that later. And then by the time it's later, I finish training as well and I'm tired and I'm asleep.
But honestly, like rather than being on Instagram or some shit, you can be reading a book.
No, but right now it's like for what I'm trying to do with this or learn
You
about
need
with
to be
this,
on
it's
Instagram?
fucking so important, bro.
Yeah, it depends how you use it, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. It's
Yeah.
good. I need to be careful that it doesn't take over my life at the moment.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a slippery
I've
slope, that one.
definitely upped my phone usage.
Dude, the algorithm will get you. The algorithm's undefeated, bro.
I'm not going to try and beat the. There's no. There's no algorithm you can't beat it.
Your feeble
just
human
gotta
mind
join it.
cannot take it.
My feeble mind.
It needs a
Fucking
dopamine.
watch my feeble mind.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you like my Jake Paul fucking story and my post, bro?
I was still salty then too. I was like, no, Ben. First round knockout.
Salty, I had no idea. Hey.
Yeah, I was. I mean, not salty. I was like, before I really sat down and thought about it, I was caught in that sauce. Bro.
Did you at least think that it was a good post?
Yeah, it's alright.
I'll tell you what, I'm a sellout because I would have done the exact same thing for Ben. I just want an excuse to post some fucking content and play with it.
Yeah, just post it at this point.
Yeah, 100%.
But what's that?
I had another question for. Wait, do you think that I sold out when I got my side and undercut?
No,
because I hit you up about it. I sent you. I went through the process of sending you a picture and a witty video, and I got fucking nothing
Did I watch
back.
it?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yep.
I don't know if I did.
Don't try and get out of this one, buddy.
No, for real. Because sometimes when I see a notification, I'm like in the middle of studying or some shit. I'll just open it, but I won't look at it.
No, because
And then I'll forget.
because even if you message back after it, you nothing
I
was
did
ever
not.
mentioned.
Yeah.
No, and then you
It was
came to
just a
training and you looked up and you're like, oh yeah,
That was when we smoked outside, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's when we spoke at training. That's what the first when we saw it. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, and I was like, either this motherfucker doesn't like that I got the sides and back cut because it's close to his,
Nah.
or he thinks I sold out.
Nah. It looks alright.
Oh, so I knew it. I was trying to draw that one out.
Reminds me of Mieta, bro. It's her haircut. That's the thing. It's like when Joel showed up with the top
Fuck
knot.
you, man.
It's
Fuck.
like
No, but no, because my hair, yours and Joel's hair is the same. Mine and Mietta's is different.
if she grew it out, it'd be pretty. Oh no, it wouldn't.
Not.
It wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't. God. Yeah. Yours and Joel's are similar. Mine doesn't look like Mietta's.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you actually retracting that?
No, you're right. I am retracting it because yours is way more curlier. Yours is way curlier than Mietta's. Yeah.
Oh, bro, fucking! I asked an elderly gentleman today. He comes up. I've got my headphones in, but my phone's died, and I'm like, I got to tell the time because I got to wait on the bus. And I love that smile or that giggle that you did is the same giggle I used to do to people when I didn't have to wait on the bus.
Yeah. No, that's not what I meant. But continue.
And I go, excuse me, sir. At least you go, excuse me, sir. Have you got the time on you, please? And he goes, yeah, it's time to get a watch, punk.
No way. Why?
I swear.
Just as a joke?
I don't know.
Oh, he's being a
he
dick.
chucked that over, he being a dick, and then he kept walking, bro. And I was like, I literally went like this. Fair enough.
Dude, no
Fair
way.
enough. Yeah.
Wait, how old?
Time to get
How
a-
old are we talking?
I'm
Don't say
talking like
35.
70s.
Okay, got you. Because that's what you said about the guy wearing baby, motherfucker.
I know.
Damn. I mean, yeah, he just doesn't want any of your shit, bro.
He didn't want to fucking fire of me. Time to get a watch, punk.
Nah, bro. The reason why I had that smirk just now was because I caught myself stoning, and I totally lost track of what's happening, and I just
got
tuned
you.
in your story to get
Yeah, you get a
to
piece
understand
of
what the
it.
fuck you're talking about.
Well, thankfully you tuned in.
Yeah.
So he punked me,
yeah,
and I
that's
went,
fucked up.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I was standing there, and I was like, and it started to rain,
Uh-huh.
and the wind and shit was going, bro. So, and I was like, no one else is coming out, and
Yeah.
I was like,
So hold on, I might have missed this when I was stoning, but where's your phone?
my phone died.
Oh, okay, got you. Did he start
Because
the
of my
story?
lack of ability to think ahead and charge the fucking thing.
Got you. Nah, that happens to the best of us, bro. Not charging your phone
Well,
happens to the best of us.
I didn't think it was. I just forgot that it was on 5%.
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's probably when you're 7 years old, you just don't give a fuck about nothing anymore. I guess.
I wasn't mad at him, man.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's what I mean.
I just
Yeah.
was like, fair enough, because it was just like,
Was it a white dude?
yeah, it was a white
Okay,
dude.
got you.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know, it was just one of those moments. He just caught me off balance, and I was like, and maybe I saw a part of myself in him. Mate, I can't fuck trying to get a watch, punk.
Yeah.
And you know where my head instantly went was the watch that I've been meaning to get fixed, and I was like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Rav, you got anything random you want to shoot out there before we close this off?
No, that's about it.
Oh, real quick. Oh, wait, what are you gonna say?
No, that's about it. Oh, dude. One time, I went to karaoke with my friends when we got drunk. And after karaoke, me and Bren went to get McDonald's. And there was these two fucking drunk white dudes, not fat, but like two drunk,
Soft.
slightly overweight and soft white dudes just complaining the whole time about how long the McDonald's is taking.
Yeah, what time is this?
This was like probably, I don't know, 3 a.m.
Yeah, witching hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
exactly.
it's when you gotta be careful.
And they're just talking mad shit to the employees and all. And there was a bouncer, and the bouncer wasn't doing anything about it. And
Wait, you mean security guard at
there's a bouncer in front of McDonald's.
Man,
There
was
is
that
a bouncer
was
at
it what,
McDonald's.
was there a fucking kids party going on there?
No, but legit, there was a bouncer.
Do you mean security
Security guard, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, security guard, my bad. But yeah. And Brent decided to talk straight to these guys.
Oh no!
And obviously I had to get involved.
Fuck.
And fuck, I never let these kind of shit like get to me, but I guess I was drunk and I had my jiu-jitsu hoodie on.
No.
And I didn't say shit. I was just
Yeah.
staring at them because basically you have to wait outside and grab the food inside because they were closing.
Yeah.
So Brent went in and I was just staring at them, like just dead face staring at them.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
the
Because
friend-
at this point you had to stoic. You had to stone
Yeah.
face this shit. Yeah.
So he grabbed his burger or whatever he got. His friend went out, saw my hoodie, was like, "Oh, watch out! He does jujitsu."
Yeah, yeah,
And bro,
classic
that
shit.
That
That just-
triggered me, bro. I should have told him, bro, I could kill you if I wanted to. So that was the choice
said
of
that
words I
shit?
decided to go. And then he's like, "Bro, calm down." I was like, "Bro, I am calm, but I just wanted you to know."
I
felt like such an asshole. After he left, I was like, "Fuck, why did I say that?" Bro, I felt like such an asshole, but
Maybe you were also just trying to not. You did the right thing in this. Well, look, you could have not said anything and kept walking, and maybe he would have kept talking mad shit.
Yeah.
You know, bitch, pussy, whatever.
yeah.
But you maybe not saying you could kill him. Not far from the. It's the truth. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but it's the You just You didn't. There was no fight.
Yeah. I mean,
know what
I
I
guess
mean?
that's the
So-
plus.
That probably did. What did he say out? He said, "Oh, bro, calm down" or whatever. And then, but he
In a
didn't push it
sarcastic
after
way,
that,
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
he?
No.
No, he didn't
They
push
just
it.
left and just acted pretentious.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
acted
yeah,
pretentious
yeah.
and he just left it.
Yeah.
So he wasn't looking for a fight.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
or
obviously
probably even
not.
before that.
These guys have never been in a fight.
So
now.
what? No. Forget all that shit.
Yeah.
Why did Brendan talk shit to him?
Because she hates this kind of
Got you. Yeah,
cunts
just loud male dudes being fuckwits.
Yeah, because like they're closing, dude. Imagine working graveyard shift, 3 a.m. You got to deal with drunk cunts like him.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
yeah,
she
I've
just
never
doesn't
been
have it.
one of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, me neither.
I just feel like it's got to be more of it. That you know what? I've seen people, and it's like there's two of them. I think there's one with a naturally antisocial fucking mindset, but I feel like when you're getting, for the most part, frustrated over Macca's taking too long, you've got more of a sophisticated mindset, and you shouldn't. You're just a fuckwit, like posturous, like
it's the
arrogant
self-entitlement
dude.
for me.
Yeah, self-entitlement. Because you're fucking like that shit's coming out of you now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I brought that up because I was just telling you, but I was asking you about like your girl starting a fight, you know, that you had to like kind of not end, but you having to pay for what your girl like says.
Oh, the topic of it.
Yeah.
Bro.
He's got stories going through his brain right now.
Look, chicks need to understand sometimes, okay? Lovely like women.
Yeah.
That sometimes when a guy doesn't talk shit or doesn't like try and break something up that isn't to do with him or doesn't like fucking get into a fight with a dude over something that happened a minute ago that you feel you've already talked about or whatever. Because especially like I know the physical consequences at times, man. And it's like, or like, bro, I'm not about to get into a fight with an old man because he's told, if you're my missus, okay, and we're in the park and we've got our face masks off and an old man, and I'm doing fucking handstands and cartwheels, you know, I'm just fucking off over there, right? And an old guy starts talking to you and I hear it and I'm like, I look up and he's just like, to me, at the beginning, he's just talking. This is just a hypothetical example.
Yeah.
And he's just talking. Takes me a moment to catch on. Turns out he's telling you off because you're not wearing a mask. So you start talking shit back to him in like a real kind of petty, stupid way, you know, because let's face it, when girls get angry, they can't really talk shit very well.
Maybe some can, but I
Can,
know what you're
but
saying.
They
I hear what you're
just
saying.
get super aggressive. They just get super fucking aggressive.
Yeah.
And I stood up and I walked over, and then as I walked over, he clicked on that I was there, and then he started walking off, and I was like, hey, how's it going? What's going on? And then she's like, if you are talking shit after him, as he goes down the road, and then you tell me off later for not saying anything or doing anything about it, bro, as a dude, I'm not going to talk. Because the only reason I'm talking shit like that is because I want to fight you. I want to try and antagonize you into a fight. So why would I, on a main sort of streetway in a quiet area, start talking mad shit to an old man who's already chosen not that he doesn't want an argument, he doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
He said he's bit.
Yeah.
And he was a coward because he chose to go for her and not me. Right, granted.
Yeah.
He's already fucking 20, 30 meters down the street.
Yeah.
You still calling after him?
Yeah.
Like, the only reason I'd be doing that is because I'm like... And then there's other instances with shit, but there's other instances with my mates with shit. Sometimes, and dude, the thing is, because the guy has to choose sometimes. Now, do I get in for this, or do I risk the fucking wrath of potentially my missus later or some bullshit like that, right? Dude,
you shouldn't have to be put in that
feel
position.
Like,
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
man, don't put him in. They only talk shit because a lot of them know. Look, no offense to your girlfriend, man. A lot of them only talk shit because they know odds are fucking nothing's gonna happen to them.
Yeah.
Do you think
You're not the one getting beat up?
Do you think if a chick talking shit to a guy or like creating drama for a boyfriend to get involved in had ever been like, we'll say at least full on open-handed slap by a guy would be doing that? Or do you think she'd take like, mate, I don't know, this is my opinion. I reckon the next time she'd take a second look at the situation and decide if she's going to have an opinion or not. I'm not saying that this should happen at all. No, don't do that to me. No one. I'm just saying we have that factor. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I've been clipped before for fucking talking shit. You know, so it's like we pick our battles, man. But when the girl gets involved, especially when she baits a guy enough for him to talk shit to her, man, then it's like, now I fucking have to do something, bro. And there's like 4 of you. Yeah. Like... I don't want this.
I don't like the odds.
I don't want this at all, man.
Yeah.
So and all it does as well in my head, if I was in that situation, if you can get around the adrenaline and the nerves and all that sort of stuff, is it's like just maximum violence at that point.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Why?
If it gets that, why?
Over some chick that doesn't have a ring on her finger going fucking hey, why don't you guys stop being a bunch of fuckwits or some stupid shit like that, you know?
But yeah.
Dude, there's guys that have, I guarantee there's guys that have been stabbed over that shit.
Yeah. Some parts of the world for sure.
It's pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
It's pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but imagine if you got your ass whooped that night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Imagine if you got your ass whooped.
Nah, but like those guys at McDonald's, they don't even do sports, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh.
They can come after me, I can just like run for 2 minutes to
No,
probably
but
get
then
gas.
you're leaving Brenda behind.
Not run, but like just defend, you know? Just, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Just long shots, pop them with a jab, you know what I'm saying?
Wonder Boy
Start
style.
bouncing.
But you don't know. You don't do headshots, bro. Remember?
Not just
Your
long shots to
your
the body.
form of karate doesn't do headshots.
Nah, against guys that don't know how to fight, all you gotta do is just they'll gas out in a minute.
Not
even.
if you took one of them down, right,
Mhm.
and the other one's about to soccer kick your head in, do you think Brenda's down for you? Do you think she's gonna get in that shit?
I mean, yeah, maybe, probably.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I'd be hoping that the fucking security guard gets there
Oh
first.
yeah, you should though. You should. Yeah, that was a weird little scenario because the security guard was like, just ignore them. But
Did you talk to her about it after that? Have you guys conversed over if that was a different situation?
yeah, we did converse it.
Okay,
we did
cool.
converse. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did converse.
Probably should.
Yeah.
Probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, someone should have said something though, and if it was coincidentally
I know, the
her.
thing is, bro, I always want to.
Uh-huh.
Fucking if I'm drunk enough like you were, sometimes I do.
Yeah.
And I go,
Someone had to say something.
and I say it, and I go, what's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
happen
yeah,
now?
exactly,
Kinda
exactly, exactly. So she just pulled the trigger and like,
yeah, she pulled
it
the
was
trigger.
probably the right thing to do though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would she have pulled the trigger if this isn't an
If I
attack
wasn't
on
there,
her?
maybe
This is
not.
more just the psyche of
Yeah, the
it's
psyche,
the
yeah,
psyche of it all. Would she have Would she have said something if you weren't there?
probably not, right?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is fine too.
But
'Cause if
men
you're
do it
concerned
with
for your
when they're with
safety-
their friends as well out at a club. They'll get pushed in a bit, like they'll start talking shit. And it's like the only reason you're talking shit is because you got like 6 can't stand
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you, and you're there on a boys' night.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god, fighting in the club. That's so crazy to me.
I
As-
thinking. Pubs. No, I've never been in a fisticuff at a club.
yeah. Oh, my friend.
I've avoided. I've talked some down. I have
Oh,
definitely
yeah?
talked my way out of a fucking
Got
couple.
you.
Yeah.
Nah, I swear.
Yeah.
I don't want no trouble.
Yeah. Where's that fuck? No.
Anyways,
Nah,
on that.
not like that. I've never pleaded. Fucking never pleaded. Because if my back's against that point, your back's against the wall. And
Yeah.
I've never in those situations, I never let my back get like I never felt I was in
Mm.
control of the
Of the situation,
dialect
got
of the
you. Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had someone like put his hands up on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, no way. This was after I did jujitsu as well.
This is starting. I'm starting to fall. Your new mindset in jiu-jitsu. This is something's going on here, Rav. Something's going
No,
on
you
here.
gotta understand. So I was talking to this, my
understand.
friend. I was just talking to my friend who's
Yeah.
a girl, and her boyfriend came out of nowhere and was like, "Where were you?" And she's talking to her in this like abusive tone.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" I just told him to chill, which
Yeah.
is probably the worst words you can say to someone that's not chill.
Instant fight words, bro.
Yeah, instant fight words.
Yeah.
And he raised his hand, and I don't know, they broke it up, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so you knew them?
No, I only knew the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, sometimes, man. Oh, see, you knew the girl. See, that's different. Sometimes it's dangerous, right? Because say you're watching someone abusing someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous because one, the cops, unless it's super bad and it's ongoing in that moment, the
Mhm.
cops aren't going to be able to do shit.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? If you interrupt them and say you beat the fuck out of say if a guy, I mean, if he starts laying into her, you have to fucking protect her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But
it was just
that
super
abusive shit,
Mhm.
if you stop it or if you affect his pride and his ego,
that
when
much.
he gets home with that woman, he is going to fucking take it out on her.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
And that's the danger in it sometimes.
That's true.
Because I've had there's like people around me that have had that happen to them
Mhm.
in the sense of like they've created those situations.
Right.
That hasn't been a thing for me, but I've been involved in times where I've had the option of checking someone and I've gone, you know what, man, I'm gonna leave this one.
Got
I
you.
kept an eye on the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
But I was like, I'm not with him. He wasn't like talking mad shit and yelling, but it was like, it was escalating. He was being a mad fucking cunt.
Yeah, he was being a mad
He
cunt.
was being a mad
And I didn't even
cunt.
think
And I was
about it
like,
that
at this
way when I
point,
was-
I'm not gonna, because I don't know that dynamic yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was young though. Like,
But if I was drunk, bro, sometimes I probably would.
yeah.
Alcohol's fucked, bro. Alcohol
and-
creates so many problems for you that you didn't necessarily need to fucking have.
And the whole like clubbing
culture,
scene and culture.
Man, I don't even recognize it, bro.
Yeah, it's a jungle in there, bro.
It is a jungle in there, man. It
It's
is
legit a jungle in
my
there. It's
G.
crazy.
Bro, I was standing in line a while ago and there were people like, oh yeah, I'm 19, I'm 18, I'm 20, I'm 21. And I was like, fuck, I was
Bro, if you
5.
open your ID and your birthday starts with the numbers 19, you're fucked.
You have such a negative outlook on age, and you know what?
That's not what I
feel
meant.
like but you do. You do.
No, I feel
I'm coming after
I'm the
you on
youngest
this
man
one.
alive, bro.
Bro,
I've never felt younger.
how old are you?
26, 27 this year. Yeah. Yeah. I keep thinking I'm 28 this year, but I'm 27
how he
this year.
faltered there?
Yeah, 1994.
Because
27 this year.
1984,
19
bro.
Wow.
1984,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro,
Get out of my way,
I
you
wish I looked this good
dinosaur.
if I was born 1984, bro.
I feel like I'm getting better with age, man. I feel like I always feel like I was ugly as fuck in school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like I was not attractive.
Yeah?
I was like see how I've got like a big forehead here?
I got a big forehead.
Yeah, but yours suits you because you're like your the Asian genetics with
Got a
the
big old
shape of your-
noggin. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but just the way it's all shaped,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But see how it's like almost like I had someone recently actually liken it to the fucking Red Queen from fucking with the big head from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Bro, and as soon as they said that shit, I instantly started laughing and was also cut because I was like, I could fucking see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that shit, and then I had these like big front teeth, man.
Wait, someone said this to you when you were growing up or recently?
Nah, recently.
Oh, recently, and you're so
I
cut about it.
Yeah, because it's accurate. I haven't been able to. I haven't really. Don't take a picture of me because I won't be looking at that shit. No. Anyways, and the fuck was I going with that? Oh yeah. So I was like, I don't. But see, there'd be true. I'm just using the term ugly pretty loosely. Yeah, people nowadays hate that term. You know what I mean? Look, not conventionally attractive. Oh, how's that? I've been talking a bit more, haven't I? Not conventionally attractive. Okay, which they're unique in their own way. And fuck. I got this. So I wasn't like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Growing up ugly, huh? You just talking about growing up ugly, huh?
Yeah.
And that's okay. Thanks for that story.
No, but I'm saying that I feel like I'm aging better.
Oh,
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, got you. Benjamin
100%.
Button.
Yeah, 100%. What about you?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, is it like black don't crack? Is it like that for Asians?
I don't know. I guess I always
I
believe
mean,
if,
from South.
if you take care of your body and like you do sports, I feel like you'll just look young.
But see, then again, like you look at people on this side, like I was pretty weathered by the time I was 23 just because of like my lifestyle and what I was doing.
Oh, right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I see people out there like 26 or like international people on travels or like Americans and they look a lot fresher in the face than like, especially me when I cut weight, bro. Like, fuck, like not hard
Right.
weight, just if I do a cut.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man. Like these wrinkles, my crow's feet are like
Yeah.
nearly Craig Jones level crow's feet.
Got you.
And I've just turned
Got
26.
you.
And I noticed in the mirror today, I've got more grey coming through here. And
Damn.
I'm like, but I'm kind of like, that's baller.
That's
Yeah.
that pepper.
That
Salt and
pepper, that's it.
Yeah.
No, but my family just go white, bro. We don't go that dirty grey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
What's cooler?
Dirty. Yeah, white is
Yeah.
way cooler.
Yeah, white's way
Silver
cooler.
fox, bro.
Exactly.
Silver
Exactly.
fox. I'll be there by the time I'm fucking 40.
If I'm gonna
had
go
some
bald,
stress.
I'm gonna go bald. If my hair turns, I'm not gonna dye my hair either. I'm just gonna keep.
Bro, I don't know if you'd want to go bald. I'm looking at your head right now. I'm looking at your head, and it comes in like this.
Yeah, I've got a big old noggin, that's for sure.
You're a big old
Yeah,
noggin,
I got a big old noggin.
and I can grip the back of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a nice little like handle. What's that about? But it's good. It's good. But yeah, I'm not gonna be the guy that holds on to his hair for too long or tries to keep my hair black. Cause
My family keep trying to tell me that my hair's gonna fall out.
why?
I think they're jealous, man, to be honest with you. I think it's a conspiracy because fucking they're like, oh, your uncles did by this age and he had curly hair. And I'm like, no one has hair like mine in my family, bro. And I'm like, I think it's here to stay.
Genetics is a fucking wild game, huh?
Yeah, genetics.
Out of all people, none of your brothers have curly hair, right?
My brother.
No. Brother, yeah, your brother.
No.
Or your siblings. Yeah.
My sister could if she could have similar if she didn't fucking straighten her hair. all the
okay, so
time.
she straightens her hair. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
bro, okay, let's fucking end this shit, bro. How long have you gone on?
Oh, we've just been dribbling, bro.
Yeah.
We gone on for another 43 minutes, baby.
No fucking way.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Let's get it.
Okay,
Let's you're back with rolling. Oh, I see the double with just doesn't work. You're rolling with Rav and Cav. Have a fucking good one.
Happy 420, everybody.
Yeah.
It's real. So what if I load it and shoot it and kill? It's nothing I feel. She suck on my dick, I'm gripping that will. Oh, 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 oh.